was the curriculum was very subjective. It's boring, and rightly in our earlier session says it's history and geography, and that we are not relate to in our total career. I will ask Mr. Rajesh to talk about the newer education system, ICSE, CBSE, what we had and we have adapted. Please.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to everybody again.
Good afternoon.
The present education system which we are having consists of 3 to 4 fields. The education boards are there, 3-4 education boards which are there are SSC board, the ICSC board, the CBSE board, and I think the newly introduced IB board, International Schooling System. Now, my observations have been that do we really require so many boards, or what purpose these boards have been created? Initially, I think we all had an SSC board, secondary school system, which was more related to theory based. And then ICSE, which came from Chennai. I think Chennai was the field where it was there. And CBSE, which is more centralized, is more to central board, it relates to your center for the transfer, posting and all. Now, major confusion which is there present in our education system, in a particular vicinity, say in a particular suburb, there are 4 schools. Each school has different board catering to different students. And all these 4 schools have the students from the same vicinity going to those schools. Wouldn't there be a kind of confusion in the mind of the child? The same child who is studying in CBSE, another child in the same building goes for an ICSE board, another child goes for an SSC board. So there lies our education system to have a revisit, or do we need to revisit? My question here also puts to my own self that do we need to revisit this education system, our education ministry, to permit in the same vicinity, in the same area, in the same suburbs, or in the same, all 4 boards running simultaneously. Let us talk about a little bit about the advantages or disadvantages, a little bit, not much going deep inside, taking time as a constraint. SSC looks into more theory based, they say. ICSC looks into more practical. CBSE is more center oriented. It is useful for your career, or you can say in your post graduation programs. They say if you are a CBSE student, you score more marks. That's what it comes into. It all boils down what marks you are getting during your board exams. They all concentrate there. Are they really giving life knowledge, your technical knowledge, or they are creating their own competitiveness amongst their each board section? When they are competitiveness amongst their board sections, who is the sufferer? The sufferer naturally is the student. So our education system does require some kind of upbringing, some kind of rejuvenation, I would say, revisit, at least in our own vicinity. And who else is the best person rather than our doctor friend who has got adequate qualifications and gone through the earlier system and the current system. So I would
Thank you. So basically, as he said, like, you know, after the 10th grade, you think, oh, we finished the exam, the board exam, and that's the end of it. But actually, it only gets worse, because I'm just gonna explain about the college system and the specialization system, where immediately after college, you need to give various exams, like basically for either commerce, science, or arts. And it's not like one exam. It's like you're just running from one place to the other, starting for different exams. And then when you get into college, you have your 2 years of foundation course, as you said, where I feel they teach more of theory than practical work, where I think at this point of time with technology and this era, we need more practical knowledge than theoretical knowledge. And another thing is in the main reason why the education system is not emphasizing on practical knowledge, or basically the teachers are not pushing us to like our whole potentials, is because the staff is getting underpaid. They just want to come in to come and teach us for the heck of teaching, and not for like giving us the knowledge, because it's like, okay, fine, I'm going to get paid so much, I'm going to give only so much knowledge. So I feel that what I've been through in college and specialization, there needs to be an improvement in the education system.
What about the tuition classes which were there? I think.
Yeah, so technically school was tuitions, because I think what I remembered was from the 4th standard, they pushed us to go for like Hindi classes, for English classes. I mean, that's something which you need to like learn in school, right? I could understand if you go for geography, history, science classes, but the basic classes also, everything is just tuition. So that also cuts down on the leisure time of children. Like basically you go to school and after that you again go for tuitions. So
Yeah, that was good.
Mr. Prasad will talk about some infrastructure development.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, education system means education has so many powers that it can remove.
Bit louder.
Yeah, it can remove all the evils of the society. So education must be given to each and everyone. But nowadays, situation has come that a maximum number of people, as per record, Mr. Modi says that 35% youth are staying in India. 125 crore means 40 crores are youth. A maximum number of youths are not going to school. If they are going to school, they are getting dropped at the 3rd standard, 5th standard, 7th standard, 11th standard, like that. So all these things are happening due to the lack of the infrastructure. Before that, we see the education system has so many power that you can compare the Kerala and other side Bihar. Kerala has 100% education, where all people having the per capita income maximum in India, you can say. And as compared to the Bihar, where earlier it was the education system, education center, but now it has become the worst of the all states of the India. And here per capita income has come down. All these things are happening due to the lack of the infrastructure. Infrastructure means schools are not sufficient number of schools are not having. If per class best class is say that 35 students, but a number of schools are having so many candidates, so many students. Schools are having sufficient number of classes. Schools are not having sufficient number of teachers. If schools have sufficient number of teachers, they are not educated. Schools are not having library. Schools are not having sports complexes. Schools not having toilet. Schools not having water system. So many systems are have collapsed. And so if it has collapsed, so we need to remove all these things. It can be removed by providing controlling the main factor. Main factor means population. Modi is saying that each and every people will be given a house. But how we can give the house? I think Modi is saying lie. Because per year we are developing in India a new Australia. So how a new Australia can be developed in India? He is saying his aim is right, but he is telling lie. So we should not believe on Modi. He cannot provide a home. So first main thing is to control the population. You can see in the Kerala has controlled the population. Each and every family has only single child. A couple has a single child. All are 100% educated. education means not a book study. Education means real learning. Real learning comes not through the books. So we want real learning. Nowadays we have seen in the Bihar, all people are copying. All people are going to the buildings. How they can become a spider, I don't know. I belong from Bihar. I belong from Bihar. I have not seen this type of systems, but all these things have collapsed.
Yes.
See, na? So all, if we give the education system proper, whatever you have give the examination correctly, whatever the number you will get, as per your number you will get your employment. So if we will make this system, it will get correct. So first we have to give the school. We have in this system we have learned that so many schools have been disqualified because all are not having sufficient infrastructure. Maharashtra state has gone through the teachers examination. All teachers have failed in their education. If the teachers have failed, what they will teach to the students? Earlier we have learned that write a essay on the cow. Suppose when I was in the standard first, I was told that write a essay on cow. So I am not writing the essay on the cow. Just teachers telling or elder brother, father, whatever they are telling. Just you are mocking. Cow which has 2 legs, 2 horns, 2 ears, like that. But if you tell the student just what you are saying, just you write, it is a essay. But teachers are not knowing how to teach. If teacher is not qualified, how he can teach? So teachers are not having, as part of library, every year, each and every year we purchase the books. What is the need to purchase the books? If one standard has purchased the book, school should preserve all these books. This can be given to the next year students. So it is not need to purchase the every year books. The number of teachers are less. There are so many channels. On the channels, 2, 3, 4 channels can be reserved from the students, for the education system. One channel is giving the class 1 standard, teacher is teaching the same thing, all India is singing, all India students are singing the same class. From the experts, expert teachers are those teachers who motivate the students, don't teach the students. Nowadays, in Sweden, education system, there are only 2-3 classes in a week. 2 days are the theory classes, 3 days are workshop classes, and 2 days are holidays. Here, 5 days classes are the only theory classes. So how we cannot send the students in the teacher if you are not having the sufficient infrastructure in the field? If TV channel cannot show that on their channel, so there is no, I can say, there is no resources are not the problem. Our thinking, our thoughts, our actions have the problem. It has is due to the politician. Politicians want to remain full to rule over us.
In spite of this, there have been instances where people have been successful.
Yeah.
But furthermore, what happens that I think Garima will be the correct person to guide. After even getting educated,
Sure.
after going through all these difficulties, after going through all this, in spite of the infrastructure problem, in spite of the going through tuition classes, what happens next? I think Garima is the correct person to give her point of view upon the subject after going to certain education, attaining certain things, going into education and obtaining degrees. Does our education system assist or provide, empower them to get a proper job, to get a proper field, so that they can excel in that whatever education is there? Over to Garima.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I would like to sum up all the points given by my friend Yash and Mr. Prasad. So they spoke about specialization and infrastructure. Now coming to specialization, I have specialized in aviation. I have done it both in the US and here. So I can tell you about the difference, and I would say there is a lot of difference. In India, we don't even have a proper school built for this field. There are just private classes running. a course which takes a maximum 1 year in abroad takes up to 2 or 3 years in India. So this is what makes people go out, and also looking at the positives, we have IITs, IIMs. Now all the cream crowd is going to abroad. This is what causes brain drain, if you are familiar with the term.
Correct.
So we have to work on our infrastructure, on building schools for vocational fields, on providing good placements, providing good jobs. So here is where the government comes into play and the education system. Now looking at the positives, as I said, we have the IITs, IIMs. They are recognized and respected worldwide. Anywhere you go, you are an IIT graduate, IIM graduate, they will respect you. They will give preference to your CV over the other students. So I think we should have more such institutes, not only for just engineering or MBA, but as I said, the other vocational fields. So
we have discussed there is a need for improvement in educational system continuously, but still I want to say smaller two points. One is our students are, there is no need for a calculator. If you see the UK and USA students, they need for a smaller
Very
4
true,
into 2,
very true.
they need a calculator. The second thing is, our all engineers and lawyers and everywhere recognize and they have a demand in the world. So even though our system is continuously on an improving stage, but we have a demand in IT field in the USA and everywhere in the world. That is a positive point due to our education system. Mr. Sandesh will speak something about on this, please.
Yes, good morning. Rightly says sir that our teachers should themselves educated best, because the part communication is a part of personality, and the personality is communication should be really improved in the school time. Teachers should teach this communication part to students, so they don't need to come forward and learn in their professional time. They can better communicate themselves in their execution part and then leadership thing, and move forward. So another thing that every student has individual skills, so teacher should identify them and improve their skill and teach the subject like their interest, so they will be improve themselves.
The major topic, one of the thing which is of very much importance for our future is the quota system, which is presently prevailing in our education system, which may in future, if we manage it properly, can solve the dear sir's infrastructure problem, not getting good teachers. This sir's also same issue by not getting good professors, faculty, and your dear madam's point, there is a brain drain. So what I feel is that all these issues which are there can get up to a certain percentage reduced if the quota system has some kind of limitations. Presently the quota system is so very tilted towards the certain class of people, whereby even you get 60 or 70% marks, you are entitled for an IIT seat or a government college seat, where whereas the 90-95% student from the general quota are not allowed or forbidden about the admission to be availed by them. So these quota system has to have a revisit, and I think if the general view of the society at large do feel that there is some kind of a lacune or some kind of a deficiency which needs improvement, so that there should not be an imbalance. If